Totally give me some air fried chips, dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably good enough. And then put everything possible on him. You know what always comes out looking good and correct and not like a kindergartner has done it? When I draw on the map with my mouse and just freehand color.
Yeah, that's just
Art
impossible
right there,
to
dude.
do it correctly.
It's art.
It's like, look, man, I'm not Rennie. Can't be doing these things.
Rennie's not even ready.
Hey, I gotta remember for old time's sake, it was Landon. Is that right?
Landa
Lander.
and Scrack Goblin.
Oh, Lander. I wrote Landon. I'm probably gonna keep on saying Landon. Boop. Yeah, my mom's killing it in the online theater right now. What the fuck?
Good for her, man.
Good for
I'm
her.
proud of that.
Tarot cards.
Right? Oh my. Okay, I need this one. You no longer best one. This one, absolutely best one. I'm about to invite Jay into this game, not so he can play, but just so he can DJ for me. Because he subscribed
Right.
to Sirenscape, and I don't know how to use that Discord plugin. Nor do I have the money to sign up for Sirenscape.
It's not in the budget.
Nope. There's a lot of things I've been doing that's not in the budget lately. I'm surprised I'm still alive, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Every time you say like, I'm gonna buy this, I'm like, is that in the budget? Did you allocate that? Is that in the plan?
Nope. Not at all.
No.
Alright, I need one more thing here.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Alright, you heard that. He's leaving the game. We could start.
No, what the heck?
Thank goodness. No, just kidding. He got so upset. Oh.
Why is it that when I look up Monk, I get South Park characters?
I have no idea.
You know, Ray, you can sing that through the mic. That's fine. I don't think she's listening to me. Okay, I'm just gonna have to use this one. It's the best one I got. Alright, there we go.
Oh yeah, I was just
Let's
looking
get
back
some
through the old
background
art.
music up.
I forgot we had the art of us being all super buff.
Oh.
I just got to that. I always like to scroll through the art from last session, like when we start the stream. So like last session's art, last session's memes. I met all of us being super buff. That was so cool.
That is the best art. And then I love how he
Hilarious.
reskinned it for Sync.
Right. So funny.
I'm gonna see if I can find a way to bring my mic into the living room. Because she is belting out Queen right now. Alright. Music time. Is it good music? Figure out. That's coming through the wrong speakers. I'll use that for later. I need my crutch, which is Before the Storm.
It's always
Or
good.
Carriage Journey?
Carriage Journey.
Carriage Journey and Before the Storm are like my two go-tos. I love them both equally. They are my children.
Hey, where the fuck did these carriages come from? Sin, you hooking us up with them?
Oh yeah, no, my bad. Sorry. Let us do the dramatic music. There you go.
Hey.
Before the Storm with a touch of Abyssal Gaze.
Yeah, that's often what I would do too. Like, I like find music and then just put like an atmosphere under it.
Yeah, you ever hear like seasoning different musics and like mixing them together?
Yeah, it's just like salt base, sprinkling like the salt over it to give it a little spice with some atmosphere underneath the music.
That spice is so very, very nice. Is everybody ready?
I'm good.
I don't know if Aaron's back yet.
Aaron! Aaron!
Oh, make sure you added in. We did split up the gold that we got. I wrote it in, I think, party treasure how much we got per person. So just make sure you add that in for when you're not there. I don't think there's anything else that we got that was divide upable. Like, we didn't find any gold in.
I have Twitch. Alright, you know what? While Aaron gets back, I'll be back because I gotta go pee real quick. 2 minutes!
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I just pinged you to. We got 50 gold each for completing Exome, so you can chuck that onto your character sheet since you won't have.
Yeah, I can. All right.
Yes.
50 gold apiece for completing what?
Where we were fighting all the ghouls.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, that quest.
Okay. Added.
Just gotta get it out!
Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, 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 ba-da-dum.
She was singing it when I was walking by to the bathroom, so I had to head in. Alright, so is everybody ready?
I am all set, ready to go.
Ready. Ready.
Alright, does your mic work? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool.
Ready, Freddy. Crazy little thing called love.
Crazy little thing. Alright, so last we left off. You guys, after flexing on Eve, went through the rest of the rooms in Axholm, securing it from the threats of not only ghouls but giant spiders, which tried to eat Thurnaga until the party easily whooped their butts, not needing the help of the ghost dwarves that walked in and helped them for freeing them from the banshee bitch.
Yes.
That was haunting the place. Missing the cool super secret ending where you just use the mirror on her and avoid the fight. You guys leave and make your way back over to town. Some rolls were made to try to hatch eggs. Eggs didn't hatch. And you guys got to town and stared at someone's lemon drink. And you know what? They asked about it. And that person was Sin. Leston's old friend and Eve's hero? Maybe? Who knows? But he got her away from there in that flashback that we all but Aaron saw. And now he has asked for help. His friends, Lander and Scrack, and the one, the only, the bodacious, the magnificent, the one with the kick, Serdonk, is also missing. Hopefully, with Scrack and Lander. And he has come to you guys for help, hearing rumors on the winds that there was a small 2-foot, fully made of metal gnome kicking ass in this area, and he knew damn well who that was and met you guys at the bar. So now you guys find yourself at the bar. His set is just rolling up, and a watermelon was perfectly cut up with a flaming fiery sword and served grilled to everybody after the set from Leston.
You're damn right.
Nice flavor text.
Well, she did use a flaming adamantine sword.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
She did.
So, yeah.
Has anyone ever had grilled watermelon?
No. But it's,
I also have not.
Sounds good.
I was gonna say I know it's like a thing, but I've never had it. I
good
just
and
didn't know if
necessary.
anybody else did.
Well, you know what else is a thing? Mustard on stinking watermelon. And you know what tastes awful? Mustard on stinking watermelon.
Watermelon?
Who came up with that? What psychopath?
Not. I don't know.
there's a lot of psychopaths that do weird things like that in America.
It's like, what made you
Aaron,
think?
what was the Oreos thing I sent you? Because that was weird and you should try it.
Yo, I will do that. I will do that on camera for you, my love. For sure.
What
My
what
love.
was it again? I forgot what it was. I knew it was
I thought
I
it
don't-
was
it
Oreos
wasn't-
deep fried and with bacon around it or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oreos deep fried with bacon around it. I would for sure do that for you, man.
I
For
would watch
sure.
that video 100 times.
I mean, that
I
at
will
least
for
sounds.
sure do that.
That at least sounds like a flavor combination that works. I mean, I understand the appeal of that. It'll kill you, but I understand.
Yeah,
How
I feel
did
like I'm
that
just-
pepper go, Aaron? I didn't actually watch the feed.
I think you should watch it and skip to like 20 minutes.
I can't watch it.
I think you should watch it and skip to 20 minutes.
Nope, I can't.
Why
Send
not?
me that video and I will watch it and skip to 20 minutes. I'll watch
They
the whole
can
thing.
watch it. Just tell me.
Nope.
Was it
You're gonna have
bad?
to watch it. You're gonna have to watch it.
I just
I'm not-
will never know. Okay,
You'll just never know.
that's
It's
fine.
very interesting though.
All right. Well, anyway, the hustle and bustle of the tavern is going on in the background while Sin sits there, smiling from his set, but a little dead inside because he's missing his best friends, right?
Aw.
I don't know if you remember him, Aaron, but Sin is a bard of the tiefling variety. He stands about 6'2" tall. He has black hair and black eyes, and he has very well maintained and filed horns that seem to spiral upwards a short distance. He
Are
also
you
lives
saying
in
he
the
is
Gimp
6'2" tall, or like
6'2".
6'2" tall?
Wait, did you say this dude's a tiefling?
He's tiefling.
So he's my race.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he seems to have a set where somehow he gets 3 different sets of music playing.
I noticed the switch.
Mm-hmm. Help with minor illusion, prestidigitation, and
Thaumaturgy.
thaumaturgy, and just his own natural playing.
Stinking love thaumaturgy.
So cool.
Well, I am doing nothing but staring very awkwardly at him because I have never seen another race of mine.
He looks over at you. He's like, "Do I have something on my face?"
No, yes, no, maybe.
He pulls out like a personal mirror. He's like, "If I did a whole set again with something in my tooth, Leston, why don't you tell me these things?"
Sorry, mate. It wasn't.
And-
Soda has a look. No, you look fine. What are you talking about?
Oh, perfect. Well, I do not know these new friends that you have introduced me to. One of them is staring at me quite weirdly, and I mean, like, look,
They're a bit like that. You get used to them.
Oh, okay. You know.
I kind of go up behind Leston. Who's this? He looks like me.
I mean, I don't see that
But, like,
much of a
taller,
resemblance.
He kind of buds into the conversation. He's like, for example, I'm absolutely flawless.
Oh no.
Leston just sort of like clinks the drinks with him. I miss
Yes.
you.
Like a
I miss you, Sin.
club.
I miss my best friend. And after Sir Dunk, I definitely miss you.
You
Is that me?
you really need to tell me about like all the adventures you've been going on without me. Like I really just had no idea what happened to you. I mean, I should have looked harder. It's my fault.
Well, you know, you do the rounds. You know, you show up to a couple different towns. You get some jeers, you get some chairs. Scrack has been all over the place. A little hard to handle sometimes. And I don't think I'm allowed Neverwinter for a while.
Do I want to know what happened?
Well, there's this guy that looks like Rainier Neverember, and I ended up sleeping with both of them.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, he wasn't too keen on that situation.
You didn't happen to see any other. Do you happen to run into any gnome bards in Neverwinter?
Not that I know of. Didn't you mention a sister around that area?
Yeah, well, she was there when last I saw her, but I don't know. I haven't kept in touch with her. We kind of last time we saw each other, it wasn't good. It was my fault. I was just wondering if
Oh.
you'd seen her, if she was okay, but she might not even be there for all I know.
I have not, but it's a big city with many, many, many places to hide.
That
I
sounds
didn't know
like
you
her.
had a sister.
I have many sisters. Come from a very big family.
Do I see the guy moving in any particular way when he talks, like doing any like physical gestures when he says things?
He talks a lot with his hands.
I'm absolutely emulating
Yeah.
that as I'm watching him.
He looks over. He's like, you know what they say about modesty, right? I mean,
I'm sorry, I actually didn't hear that in game or out of game.
good, because I fucked that up. You know what they say about mimicry, right?
That is the highest form of flattery.
Exactly.
Like him.
So, when are we gonna hit this road to, you know, to the wherever the orcs have taken them?
What time is it now?
It's about midday. I did an early set seeing you guys coming in, so
Well
I
then,
figured we could wrap up and get moving.
no reason we can't head off. We slept on the way here, so we're good. We're in tip-top
Oh, okay.
shape.
Nobody
I
even
mean,
needs any supplies or anything. I kind of look
Well,
around
I mean,
the
I'm
party.
assuming like we'll get supplies if you need to, but I'm just saying we could leave today.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm just kind of being like, anybody need anything? If not, then we can head out.
I don't need anything. But I'm also infatuated by the fact that there's someone else who's my race.
Isn't it nice
So wait,
that
you've never
somebody that's your race and it's not a bad guy you have to kill?
I've
never-
before?
I've never seen another person like me before.
Huh.
Is it?
I mean,
are there a lot of us?
Small village in an island way out from here, but I mean, I've seen at least one or two on my travels.
Yeah, I've seen a small handful. I didn't realize you'd never seen someone like you before.
Oh, I've only ever been in the orphanage, and then Ion took me, and I've never seen anyone that looks like me. And I'm kind of like touching my face and like kind of like mentally getting a mental vision on my face, and then kind of comparing it to his. His is very clearly stronger feeling, or stronger looking than mine feels. I'm assuming.
He slowly turns his mirror over to you and puts it up to your face.
I kind of look back and forth between. just kind of baffled by this, so I'm not entirely sure how to process it. But I imagine that I'm going to be studying him for not just like studying him like this is interesting to me. Probably asking questions later on too, but I kind of compare horns because why not? And
Can you like do that in private though?
no.
I think out in public is the best way to.
Measure each other's horns?
I agree,
Yes.
and I saw mimicking him. I also think that out in public is the best way to measure horn size.
Shouldn't you like wait for it to warm up a little bit? You don't want to do it when it's cold out.
Oh,
Oh no, horns shrivel up when they're cold. Yes, everybody knows
Yeah.
that.
And everyone knows that, Leston.
Just like, I'm just like, my horns aren't that big. I'm just, I'm a little nervous. That's all.
Well, that's all.
Growing out of shower.
I knew those
Right.
jokes were going to come the
This
second I
usually
took
never
the
happens.
horns.
Awful.
I knew that was going to happen.
And Rochelle comes in. She's like, of course I walk in on.
Horn sizes.
Oh,
Are we
Anyway,
comparing
I think that
horns?
she
Oh,
owes
yes,
me
they
one anyway for saving your life and all, Eve.
So that one more time?
I think you owe me one anyway for saving your life and all.
Indeed.
He saved you?
oh my gosh.
I am
Trying not
ready
to say
when you
inappropriate
guys are ready.
things.
About the horn size? My horns are more girthy
No,
than yours.
no, about marching over to where the orcs took my friends.
Oh no. I was talking about
joke only lasts
returning
so
the
long. You need to
favor
learn
and
comedic
horns.
timing. But by the way, I have not caught your name. My name is Sin.
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the Devil Man.
I'm thinking it's so good to meet you, and I hold my hand. Actually, is there I should look this up. Is there a traditional tiefling greeting?
Would you even know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
there
I
is.
wouldn't-
And then he spits
wouldn't
into
know
his
that.
hand and holds it out to you.
Well, that's for sure not it.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if you could fall
That's
guy.
for
He
sure
takes
not
it
it.
off and wipes it on the table.
I'm absolutely not gonna go for that. That's unsanitary. And I'm just gonna hold my hand out and just introduce myself, and I'm Stink.
Gotta tell you, he was absolutely the best person to have at your back when you're like playing cards or playing dice or something, because all he had to do was just like insult people, and it would just mess him up for the rest of the game. Like
Drives them right off their game.
drive him right up their game. Like,
Yeah.
it took them way out of it. It was so good, and he could just make you feel better with with his words too. Just absolutely
Although
best hype man.
I do want to point out, I have absolutely kicked Leston's butt up and down the street in cards. I don't know if you remember that certain pirate ship.
Oh.
That was one time. I mean, I swear I got you. Not that I've been keeping count. We're gonna even up the score eventually. Sin. I was starting to catch up.
Eventually.
Just because you've
Look,
beaten me,
I could read you like a book. Everyone knows Leston has no eyes.
It's true.
look, just because you've beaten me
I've
like
seen it myself.
4 out of every 5 times we play, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna catch up to you.
Just means you're gonna catch up slowly, right?
Right? It's like it's not best out of 5. It's best out of 500.
Exactly.
Start pulling a hot streak.
I'm just lulling you into a full sense of security.
Waiting for the big game, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pay my tab, and he slaps his knees and gets up.
Yeah, does any of you need anything before we go? I think I'm good. I actually came out of X-Zone better than when I went in, so...
Yeah, I think I am good. Got everything. And of course, we're already all rested. So... I'm excited to help out your friend here.
I'm also excited to help out your friend. Maybe he'll be my friend too. It'd be nice to have a friend that wants to be my friend. That'd be great.
At that point, you guys notice that there is a little bit of hustle and bustle over by the crowded bar. And at that point, when you look over, you see a devil man run out of the bar pretty quick, and there is like a cup being thrown at him and some words being shouted.
Oh,
What are these words? Can we understand what they are?
Yeah, it's Toblin shouting, "That's my wife!"
Oh no!
classic sin.
This dude is a
Plastic
playboy.
pod. Oh my gosh. Classic bard.
Well, maybe we can continue this conversation outside.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then we just kind of waltz
Just
out.
finishes her drink, puts it down, and just goes to find sin outside.
Yeah, you guys see that he's outside by the town circle, a little bit worn out from the quick sprint he just did.
Oh, before I forget, Skanger's going to be catching up with us later, but one of the things we found in Axholm, we're sort of sharing them around with whoever needs them at the moment. These gauntlets, Sink, they make you really strong.
Yeah.
Would they be of use to you? I know you're a bit more dexterous, but I think you can use strength.
He lifts up his shirt a little bit, and he's like, "I think I only have the 6-pack because I'm really skinny."
Yeah.
That's not at all what I said.
Did a little bit.
Aaron,
Alright.
that is not what I said. Okay.
What,
I have my 6-pack for working hard,
all right.
and what?
What about you, Sink? Would they be of useful to you? They'd make you like about as strong as I am. I don't need them, so.
Oh, I mean, out of character. I mean, yeah. I mean, getting a little stronger wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
I gotta keep this 6-pack in shape. You know what I mean? There. I'm sorry. What was his name? Shoot.
My name is not Shoot. No.
Yeah, we've just been sort of sharing them around at the moment because like we couldn't decide who needed them. But if you want them, at least certainly for now, Leston will distribute the gauntlets of ogre strength, which make your strength 19.
Jeez. That's pretty legit because my strength is only 5. It's only 15. That it makes it 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can
Holy
add that,
crap!
add that into all
Unless
your
it's already
attack.
higher than 19.
Yeah.
No, wow, that's a huge boost. I can absolutely use those.
Yeah, you can add that into all
You'd
your
be stronger than me.
attack and damage rolls. Technically,
Yeah.
Technically, a tiny bit stronger than Leston, but roughly the same.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
What are they called? The gauntlets of the ogre gauntlets? There's gauntlets of ogres. Ogre
Gauntlets
strength.
of ogre strength.
Yeah.
Gauntlets of ogre strength in my inventory.
Nice. Always good to make
Actually,
the
let
fighter
me add
stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty insane. That's a good weapon, a good item right there. Holy crap!
I
Yeah.
think
Show
they
you
do
what
require
it looks
two.
like. I have his
Yes.
thing out in the middle of town.
Oh yeah. Let's
It's-
see. There's my boy, my buddy.
It's the one
boy.
I used forever ago too. I finally found it.
So how often can we roll to hatch these eggs?
Daily.
Daily, okay. So we already did it today, though.
Yeah, and you had to hit a 20. But now it's 19 to 20.
Yes, I
So
have
just
that
keep on
right
making sure
down.
that you count down.
Yeah. I see.
He
That not my pet.
he looks over at you guys. He's like, "I know the way to Coneyberry. We can either go through the trail, or I think I know a shortcut. However, probably more dangerous."
What kind of shortcut are we talking here? How much would it take off?
Yeah.
Roughly, probably about maybe half a day.
Sounds worth it to me. To catch up with
Yeah.
Spike and Lander.
Yeah, considering we're already behind, trying to catch up with whoever.
Yeah, if it would cut half a day of the journey, I'm all for it. I can handle
Yeah,
a
that's
bit
pretty.
I
would
say
agree.
we can handle a bit of danger.
can handle this great. Feeling pretty good right now.
Well, yeah, let's definitely try to do that.
All right.
So with that being said, he is going to try to bring you guys. Let's see. 101. Perfect. That's not the page. That's your Twitch. Bring you guys over to the Sword Coast. And
Sword Coast.
he is actually going to take over as lead.
Because he knows where he's going and we don't.
Lead.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to roll to see if he knows where he's going.
Well, he acts like he knows
Oh,
where he's going.
brain.
And unless you trust him.
Confidence.
Oh, that's why it's like that. Okay. Because I didn't do the thing. There.
Love hurts. Love stings.
As you guys are walking, he looks over. He's like, you have a little bit of a singing voice, my friend.
I was singing out a game.
You ever think about backup vocals?
Everything's back up.
Backup vocals.
Back up vocals.
Backup. No, I've never thought about doing that. I mean, am I really that good?
I would say so.
I can give it a shot. That sounds awesome.
Hey, you
And I
can't,
start
Can you
singing.
go? Ooh.
I'm starting to sing like in game right now.
hey, you can't.
Your voice starts getting he starts doing something with his fingers, and you notice that your voice feels a little bit better today. Roll me performance, but also add a D8.
Add a D8 to that. All right.
Yep.
Well, doesn't matter.
He looks over and says, maybe not.
Oh.
Oh.
He's just,
But
he's
hey,
just so
there's
nervous.
a lot of other things you could try in this world for performance. Maybe like put on a big shoes and some makeup and like a clown costume. Probably distract a whole barracks of guards or something.
He's a pretty nimble Ofla, so, you guys got something of that going for him. If we ever need to replace Lander, he could take over the juggling part.
Can't juggle. Right.
All right.
Can I try juggling?
It's okay.
I think
I can't sing either. Wah!
I think it's around here somewhere. Can somebody roll me a D100, please?
A D100?
D100.
I'm taking the first roll. I don't care from who.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. All right. So I'm actually going to use...
Yeah, go with the first person that rolled, and now I'm like,
roll me a D3. Somebody.
Like, as like everyone's going, like Leston's just like very delighted to have him back, so she's just like grabbing whoever's at the back, probably Eve, and just like recounting like the act. So like there'd be a part of the act, like I was strapped to this giant board and I'd be like spinning around, and Lander, he'd be like throwing daggers at me, but we'd do this thing like where he would hit me intentionally and I'd just take it, and then I would like come loose and the thing would like roll around, and then I'd go off stage and I'd just come back with like a hammer chasing him around. It was very funny. Like, yeah, it doesn't work as much when I'm describing it, but it was very funny if you watched it. It was a very popular act.
I am listening to Leston say this, and I am extremely interested in what she's saying.
Listen, you forgot the part where we turned you around backstage, and then you rolled the other way back over the stage from one curtain to the other, and
Yeah.
then you were all chasing us.
Yeah, because
And then you rolled out a third time, and Sir Donk was chasing all of us and you.
Because every time it would be like Scrack would tell, like, you'd start the joke, Scrack would deliver a terrible punchline, and I'd like smash a watermelon. Like, that would be, the punchline. Because, the punchline itself wasn't actually meant to be funny. It was like the smashing of the watermelon was the impact. It was
I
anti-humor.
start laughing, but not knowing what I'm laughing about. I just start laughing and geeking out, because apparently I think must have been hilarious.
It works out, like, you had to see the act.
Oh, it sounds hilarious. It's just,
well, when we get your friends back, we can see the whole act.
so funny.
Now, let's see, left or right over here. Lesson, during some of this walking, have you been close to Sin, like here and there?
I imagine so. Like, he is leading, but so I'm not trying to like distract him. But yeah,
Could you Could you give me a insight check with advantage because you know him so well?
Alright, but I am pretty dumb though. 16 with
I
advantage.
am pretty dumb.
All right. Let me see over here. I have some stuff written down. See. Let me get all the dice
Aaron.
off the notebook. Oh no, I dropped a die.
Aaron, I just wanted you to know that the boys asked if we could go visit the farm the other day.
Oh
And I
yeah.
said, we're going to go down in July. And TJ goes, and then we'll get to see Aaron.
They love me.
Yeah,
I'm such a good uncle.
They do.
So, you guys, well, not you guys,
You
Leston,
can use this over here.
you noticed that Sin, even
This
though
is the same
he's kind of playing it up quite well, he seems kind of nervous about something. And you've definitely seen this amount of nervous before, like big jobs.
Everything good, mate?
Yeah, he looks over and there's definitely like a hesitation. It's like, no, I am perfectly fine.
So,
And
like, how many of these are them? Because it just sort of occurs to me. We never really got the details. I just heard like my friends are missing, and I just sort of jumped. But like, what exactly are we coming up against? Because I figure if it was like something small, you probably would have done it yourself.
yeah, it seemed like there were probably about like 7 or 8 of them, but in the distance right outside of town, as I was looking through, there was a bigger something. I just couldn't see it.
A bigger something like a bigger camp, or
No, like a bigger enemy.
Oh, are you saying they might be giants?
Maybe.
Giants.
It's Leah.
Right.
Right.
How tall is Naga?
Probably 6 foot.
Wait, now we are.
I was gonna. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
As
we
you
go?
guys are walking around, you
gotta
enter
have
through
those
a
away.
particularly big set of like brushes, probably like kind of like deeper set of like trees and like a lot of bushes and stuff. And you get to like a little bit of a clearing. Everybody roll me a perception.
Oh, Leston.
Yeah, she's distracted. Just like so happy to have Sin back, she's not paying attention.
Yeah. I'm very aware of things. Yep. Hey, watch this.
Got to.
Hey,
I am not.
natural one game.
What's that? Oh, I want
I'm still thinking about the show, seeing as I've never seen anything like that. We used to just play in the backyard and try and make mushrooms grow out of the ground.
I used to not play in the backyard because I didn't have a backyard.
It was more like the forest, like the outskirts of town, and try and try to avoid any villagers. But pretty quaint childhood, probably better than yours.
I had a box in an alley. That was something.
That is
They're
depressing.
So what happened when Ion got you? You just like, what? He like left you in a basement somewhere?
Oh, of course not. I had a house.
Like a yard?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did retcon that. No, you're right. I totally forgot about that. You're right. 100%. I did have a yard when I was like, okay. Oh, yeah, no, retcon. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot about that entirely.
But you
Go
weren't
on.
like you weren't very young then. You were a bit older.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Leston. I was a little older then. I'm talking like when I was like 3 or 4 or 5. I didn't have anything. When Ion adopted me, I was in my early teens.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
your
forgot
timeline
about
is
that.
like iffy for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
No,
Understand.
that
So you had
makes sense.
terrible childhood, but then you said you were adopted when you were a kid. And so I'm like, what? I,
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm just
100%.
trying to get it like in order, so that way
Sure.
I understand what's going on.
100%. You're right. I apologize.
No, yeah, you're fine.
So as you guys are talking about that, Thurnaga, you notice out of the corner of your eye, there
Okay.
is kind of a there's like a fruit tree, like this like apple or pear tree, and you
Okay.
notice that one of the bigger apples or pears are kind of like moving back and forth a little bit, and then you
Like
notice
unnaturally.
kind of, and then you notice that like kind of like twisting around it is you see this like orange tail. And
So
you kind of look closer and you see tiny little claws gripping it.
Tiny little claws gripping a fruit.
Yes. It's like the fruit's hanging from the tree. It's a particularly big pear. But like on the pear, you can see that there's like this thing that's like holding on to it. It's like the size of the pear. And you see like some tiny claws and a little orange tail kind of swooping around it. And it's kind of like moving a little bit.
I look over to Sink, and I'm like, "Do you see that? What is that?"
Do I see that?
Yeah, as you look over
And
to
I
where
point
you're
to it.
pointing, you see the same thing. It looks like something is like holding on to this thing and like biting into it, but like you can't really see its head or its body because like the pear is too big.
I kind of get a little bit more serious. I'm like, I don't know. Should we be
Why don't you
cautious of this?
Why don't you pick it off the tree? I don't like creepy crawlies, so you pick it off the tree and we'll take a look at it. Because I'm curious what it is.
Can I roll an insight to see if I've seen a creature like this in my travels?
You can roll.
Wouldn't that be
Arcana,
history?
Arcana?
but you haven't moved up to get a good look at it yet, so it's gonna be a disadvantage unless you want to move.
Well, let me move up a little bit stealthily. Like I want to kind of not sneak up on it, but kind of like ride towards it.
So wait, you're just gonna walk up towards it. You're not gonna sneak up.
No, I'll sneak up. I'll sneak
Okay,
up.
roll
That's
me
probably a better idea.
roll me a stealth check.
Nice. Not double 19s.
Mm-hmm.
So you sneak up to this thing, and as you do, you kind of get to a good vantage where you see it, and behind the pear, you see that like there is this like lizard-looking thing with like this big, kind of like it looks like is it a triceratops that has that like weird head crown thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it kind of has that.
Yep,
And it's particularly flat. It seems to be green and orange, and it has like pear juice all over it as it's like munching its like little long snout into it. It's a tiny creature, so it's only as big as your hand, really.
Wanna
And
catch it?
It seems as though like the tail is probably like also the same length as it, so it's able to wrap around a little bit. And it's green and orange, and it looks like a tiny dragon, but it has like these big orange like wings, like these big orange fairy wings coming out the back of it.
It's like a monster that would fit in your pocket. It's like a pocket monster.
Pocket monster.
I have a backpack. Can I slowly and carefully get things out so I can possibly use this to catch them?
You guys notice
Like a
that like he
Pokemon?
walks away from the group, like Thurnaga stops and is like watching him. Like you guys stop and look at Thurnaga and look at like where she's looking and see him doing this.
Yeah, because I'm watching you the whole time.
Oh, you know what? Screw it. I have a blink I can use a day.
Yeah, you gotta catch
So
them.
How
you're
far
gonna,
away is
are you
this
just gonna
thing?
blink and try to grab it?
Well, how far away is he?
You've creeped up pretty close. You're probably within like 10 or 15 feet of it.
Oh, I can totally blink
it's
to
like
it.
10 feet up high on the thing
It's 10 feet high, like in the tree.
in the tree.
Oh, okay. No, I guess I don't want to blink. Oh, I could.
Sin, do you think maybe you could help somehow? Like maybe, I don't know, lure it down with some song or something and help Zink out here.
Wait, no, this is a small
Hey,
creature,
can I
right?
lure it down with
Yeah,
a ration?
It's a tiny
Because I
creature.
have plenty of it.
It's a tiny creature.
Rations are
Tiny
sort of
Oh,
mostly
I have
meat.
psionic power, and I can literally grapple hold of a tiny creature or an object or a tiny creature. It literally says that. Let me put this out. Hold up.
Yeah, because I think it still might have some sort of acrobatic save.
Protect. Now it's telekinetic movement. Or creature with your mind. You target. You lose an object, large or small, one willing creature. So it needs to be. So if it's tiny, it doesn't need to be willing.
Oh, it needs to be willing.
Let's see. Move a creature with mind. You target. Lose one large or smaller willing creature other than yourself. You can see the target within 30 feet of you. You can move it to an unoccupied space. As a tiny object, you can move it to or from your hand. Once you do so, you can't do it again for short action. So, it would be an unwilling one. No matter what the size, it's still going to have some sort of acrobatics check versus your spellcasting ability.
Okay. That's not good. My spellcasting ability leaves something to be desired.
You could try and make it willing. I mean, as I said, Sin, maybe lure it with some music. I mean, as far as rations, I mean, I've got like mostly sort of beef jerky, but I have got like some sort of trail mix. I don't know if it's interested in that.
I kind of don't want to step on his moments, but if you want, I can probably.
I think he wouldn't mind if you helped him. He kind of seems to look up to you.
He likes friends and helping, so I don't think he'd be opposed.
Okay.
Or you
I mean,
could-
I can
just
play a
inspire
song
him.
and I can make him a little bit better. He looks like he's like reaching out to grab it or something. I can inspire him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And he what does he want to pull out right now? He pulls out a dulcimer and
Cool.
he starts kind of strumming along to it. And he's just like, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, his guitar.
You can do it. That's all you get.
That's all I get. Oh man, I was really liking that.
So you can.
I feel
you can
like
roll
you
whatever
can
you
do
want to
it.
roll, and you can add a D8 to that.
Do you want
If I were to roll telekinetic movement, would that be an additional D8 of difficulty to pass the check?
Here, I'm gonna put it right there for you.
What are you talking about?
So I believe my spell save for something like this is a 14 or a 13. So
No,
would
you would
that
be doing like your spell attack modifier.
my spell attack modifier.
Yeah, so you'd be rolling a D20 with that spell attack modifier with the D8.
With that, sweet. So that's quite literal. Oh man, a D20 plus a 4 plus an 8. Oh, I'm totally doing that for sure. D20 plus 4 plus another D8. So that's a D20.
natural 20? You're that inspired. You are that
You-
inspired.
What language?
Because he is.
What languages do I speak?
Yes.
I speak just Infernal and Common.
Okay. Does anybody here speak Draconic?
I mean, technically, I comprehend all languages.
Currently, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do the thing where like it does direct translation because that's just hard to do in this moment because it's so radical.
Right.
But you like grab him and you pick him up, and you guys hear in a tiny voice, or at least you do, Leston. You guys all hear like these like little dragon roars, like. And Leston, you hear in Draconic, you hear, "Put me down, I'm the destroyer of worlds. I'll set your land on fire. Please, I'm small. Put me down."
I'm the Prince of All Saints.
Leston just starts laughing. Ah, that's the most adorable thing I've ever
Let me
heard.
go. That was my pair.
This is the
He's
cutest thing ever.
so cute.
I am Velatral, destroyer of worlds. Put me down. Bow to me. He's just like wriggling all over the place while you're pulling over to him.
Can we call him Squirmy?
I will eat you.
Yeah, I can call him Squirmy.
think-
That could totally be a nickname.
Leslie might be like laughing too hard to even translate that.
He's looking over. He's like, "What are you? Is my playing that's bad?"
Leslie's just like wiping a tear from her eye, like just laughing.
I'm gonna go grab a pear, and while Leston's doing that, I'm gonna give him I guess a piece of pear, and kind of like start to teach him and train him.
Didn't mean to do that, by the way. My bad.
There you go, Squirmy.
Okay, so yeah, you
Careful, I don't want you to say
you
that.
grab another pear, and you like bring it over,
Play him on his face.
and roll I would say animal handling maybe with advantage. You're trying to feed him, and you have him grasped. Ah! Come on! Stop! Put me down! I'm stronger than you.
18.
I will turn you inside out with a wish.
Oh gosh, 18.
Yeah, and then also kind of wait. I guess I'm still hungry. He like mashes his face into the pear and starts like munching into it. It's so sugary and delicious.
Go on. I left it.
This fella here, he's not just any old animal. He's actually
Of course not. He's my friend.
he's intelligent. He's actually capable of speech.
Yes, he is, because he's just the best little pet ever.
No, I mean I think he might actually be literally a small dragon. And you know
he's
how
gonna grow up to be a big dragon.
smart dragons are.
Indeed.
I don't. Can I have it as a pet?
Not quite sure about the ethics of keeping like a sentient being as a pet, but if it's willing to join us, maybe a companion. It doesn't sound very willing
I
right
was
now.
gonna say companion.
Oh,
Can I walk over to him? Do I see this?
I mean, you're
Yeah.
physically able to. I don't know if
he's physically able to walk to it.
you're walking up to sync. So I mean, you guys play that one out.
Oh, I don't. Hey, Eve! Look at my new pet. I found a pet. Look what I caught.
Would I know that this is a tiny dragon or something? Can I?
Roll an Arcana.
Ah, man, come on.
You have inspiration.
Oh wait.
You have
Okay, can I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
Better.
Be inspired.
So sad still.
So this is a CR1. So you're able to know what this is. This is a fairy dragon.
Oh.
It is an orange fairy dragon.
Oh.
Okay, so
Typically, they have telepathy. They have some magic resistance. They can turn invisible at will. Typically, orange dragons mature at like 6 to 10 years. So they're one of like the faster maturing races. And they have this breath that confuses people into this like state of euphoria.
Ooh.
So he can go invisible, and he can use telepathy, which is very similar to what I can do. Okay.
I want to walk up to him and I'm like crouch over to him. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an orange fairy dragon, guys. Do you know how uncommon these are in this area?
Put me down.
No,
Let me go.
God.
I'll eat your face. I'm volatile to destroy him. This pear is so good.
He
though.
might look cute, but he can be quite the little bugger. Can I hold him?
He's like scratching around in there and stuff.
I feel it, but I'm bleeding, but I'm just letting it happen and continuing to smile. So I'm like bleeding now, like, oh, of course he can. He's just a little bugger. Aren't you a little bugger? And I give him another piece of pear.
I'm gonna do that little beard thing where I kind of wave my arm into submission. And I'm gonna say, we don't want to hurt you.
What languages do you speak?
Elven, Common, Undercommon, Dwarvish, and Infernal.
I think it more wants to hurt us, or at least that's what it's saying. It might just be blustering
I
there.
love him. That's my dragon. I found my dragon.
I just gotta figure out a way to make
kind of like thrashing all over the place.
That's what
There we go. There we go. And then he kind of like stops for a second. And he just like goes kind of limp. He's like, I give up.
So cute.
I'm tired.
I give up.
It's too much work for me today.
I am the
They're
destroyer
gonna
of
eat me,
worlds.
just eat me. And then he like puts his hand like over his face and like he like curls up his tail a little bit. And he does like a super dramatic death pose.
Oh
No.
my god. Oh, he's so cute.
I get sad.
His name is Squirmy.
His name, we named him Squirmy. I hold my hand out to see if people will give him back. Not
I feel
forcefully,
like they're
just, there
renaming
you
me,
go.
but my name is Volotramp the Terrible.
His name is apparently Valentramp the
You can
Terrible.
say hi really quick.
Valentramp?
Hi, Ellen.
Yes.
Sounded like Valentramp. I don't know.
Valentramp?
That's what it sounded like. Maybe it's just my accent. I don't know.
You speak my language. Tell these unworthy ones to let me go.
Oh, do you understand Common?
No, I'm still speaking Draconic.
Can I send both of my zombies to look for small insects or field mice or something?
And Bob just holds out his hand and a big old cockroach just crawls out.
That's exactly what would happen.
Cockroach. Can I catch the dragon?
Do you try to give it to him?
Yeah, I want to.
No. You try to give Dragon to...
He starts like backing away and like pushing at your hand. The cockroach is almost the size of him, but it's like backing away, he's pushing at your hand. And like you see like a little bit of like his cheeks fill up, and then like he coughs out, and there's just like this little bit of like rainbow puke that comes out.
Ew.
I offer him another piece of pear.
gross. I'm gonna throw up.
I offer him another piece of pear.
What kind of reptile is this?
He points over at the pear. He nods.
So I give it to him.
Herbivorous fruit-eating one, it would seem.
Jeez.
Well, if we're going to be taking him with us for a little bit, I'm going to grab some of these pears and put them in my backpack.
Are
That
you-
way he has plenty of food to eat.
Are you sure it's the best idea? Because you're not hearing the things it's saying. Look, I mean, if it is dangerous, I mean, I don't know how dangerous it actually is. I'm just saying it could, possibly, not necessarily be on our side.
I mean, do you think it's a bad idea to take him with us for a little bit? Maybe he'll grow to like us.
Look, I don't know. I'm just saying, be cautious. I'm just saying you're not hearing like what I'm hearing it say. It's sort of like, I mean, I don't know how dangerous it is. To me, it sort of sounds like a little toddler throwing a tantrum or something. But
I take lessons words to heart, and I kind of look at the dragon in like a calm face, and I ask it, "Do you understand what I'm saying?"
it doesn't seem to.
He looks at you and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And Leston hears, do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. I look at Leston to see what she says.
I understand what he is saying. I don't know that it understands what you're saying.
Are you copying me?
That's fine.
Just kind of looks over. This guy doesn't understand what I'm saying.
No, he doesn't understand you.
Okay, he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, so I look at him again, and I give him another piece of pear, and I kind of like look at him and nod, like I'm trying to be friendly.
Animal handling. With advantage.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He kind of like grabs the pear and he's like, all right, big one, let me go and I will show up in your time of need.
Okay. He said, "All right, big one. If you let me go, I will show up in your time of need." So I think it likes you, but it doesn't necessarily want to come with us. But
Oh.
it will be our friend.
Knowing that it does telepathy, I use okay, that's fair. Knowing that it does telepathy, I kind of look at him and I nod, and then I use where is it? I just used it, and then I use telekinetic movement again to pluck a pear out of the tree. I want him to actively see this. I pluck a pear out of the tree, and then I give it to him and in my left hand, and then I let him go with my right, so that he's with the pear and he's free. Does that make sense?
So you give him the pear and then you kind of let him go.
Yeah, I'm giving him the pear and I'm letting him go, but I want him to see that I can also do telekinesis in the hope that he is interested in that.
He kind of like nods at you, and then like he like moves his hand a little bit, and then you see this like draconic hand come up from underneath, like this full size. Oh, well, not full size. This like draconic hand, the size of a pear, comes up from like underneath the pear, and it's kind of like a disembodied hand, and then he flutters off backwards, and it kind of just stays there in place in midair. And then Leslie hears me go, "Ooh, I could do that too."
Ooh, okay, all right. What else do I got? Oh, I use blink behind him.
Oh my goodness.
So I blink behind him.
He looks around for a little while, and then he looks back and says, yeah,
And I kind of smile and wave at him.
I could do that too.
I just use my blink. I'm kind of looking around, and I don't have invisibility, but I do have. No, I don't have that. Shoot. I have protective field, which gives me a shimmer. I use protective field that does shimmer around me to see what he says. So I'm using a dice right now to get protective field.
What is? Can you put that in the
Yeah,
chat?
I got you.
He's sort of mostly just using it to make him shimmer and glow.
Yeah, actually, I lied. I don't need to use protective field. I just use thermaturgy, and I create an aura around me.
You hear from the sky, Leston. Yeah, that's pretty cool and all. I'm gonna be going. The apple drops.
He's no longer with us.
Okay.
She sort of like tries to like put a hand on Sync, but obviously as he's much taller than her, it can sort of just go like sort of on like back. Sometimes if you love something, you have to let it go. You know, it's like.
Oh, I understand. I just liked him around. He was cute. But anyways, I understand.
It was very cute.
It's like, you know, if a bird falls out of its nest, you know, sometimes you just gotta like give it back to its mother, or let the mother come and take it. You know.
Just wanted him to know that I liked him.
Soon as like walking over, kind of doing that like one leg hop thing that AC/DC does. He's like, "You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Still.
You can do it."
Yeah.
And then he like kind of hops over, stops. It's like, "Do we have a rhythm section? Does anybody know how to play drums?"
I can hit things.
Yeah,
I was just
I
gonna
can hit
say
things.
that.
I'm really good at hitting things.
All right, in the future, I'm gonna need a little bit of backup. And he reaches to his back and he takes out a pair of bongos. He's like, "Hit them rhythmatically."
I will accept that challenge. I want to get back into the circus. All right. I will roll
guess
for
what,
fun.
Dustin? You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, there we go. Good enough. So,
Love it.
it's getting a little dark out here. I think maybe we got about a couple more miles on the shortcut that we're gonna have to break for the night.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make it one more tile on the map. Roll another insight at advantage.
Alrighty.
Come on, Weston. Yeah.
With advantage, 19.
Leah. Hey.
I forgot that she had advantage. I was like, oh
You
no.
noticed
Wait, yeah.
that at this point, he seems to. He's still very nervous, but where he seemed to be a little bit more disoriented with taking the quote unquote shortcut, he seems like he's found a little bit more of a direct path of where he's going, and at least for these last like 10 or 15 minutes he's walking with a purpose. But he told you that this place was like to the east, and at this point he seems to be walking a little bit more north.
Okay, I think she's figured out that they were lost, but now aren't.
After a little while of going through trees and brush, it is about is it dusk or dawn? That is the lower end of the day.
Dusk.
Dusk.
Yeah.
The twilight of dusk starts settling kind of over the area, and you start noticing that a lot of stuff is going a little quiet. Where there were kind of crickets around before, it seems as though they've kind of stopped. The air has gone a little bit chillier, and so there's a bit of fog, but he's still walking a little bit determined. And through a couple more bushes, you guys see that there is an opening that seems to have some sort of cart or wagon that has a it seems like it's kind of elongated. It doesn't look like it has any animals hitched to it, but it looks like there is kind of like a room and a window, and it looks like there is a kind of like a lantern on or a lamp on inside. You can see the glow from it. And then he kind of turns to you guys. He's like, "We're gonna stop here for the night."
Everything all right?
When I made the mistake of accidentally losing them, I searched for basically anybody that I could find, and to try to help. And I, during the first night, at just about this creepy time, in this creepy hour, in this creepy section of the woods, found this lady, or at least this lady found me. There was this weird calling, and as I've already escaped one danger for the day, you don't think that lightning strikes twice. So I headed over to it, asked my best neighbor for a cup of sugar, and she lets me in and somehow knew my name before I introduced myself to her. And when I asked for help, she said that, and it was quite weird, that I needed to find the fated green team. I was a little bit confused, but she gave me a description of everybody, and when she stopped on the gnome, I think she saved that for last purposely. I then knew when and where to find you guys, and she told me that I needed to have you stop here first. I'm sorry I didn't put that forward to begin with.
Okay, so he basically
Brain us.
went to some person's house, his neighbor's house, and they predicted
No, it
that
was
he had
somebody
to
in the
combine
woods.
us.
He was just making a neighborly joke. He knew
Okay.
not who this was.
Basically, turning us in.
Is there anything you're not telling us, Sink?
Think?
Sorry, Sin. Your name's a symbol.
Oh,
I know we look alike. Our names sound alike. Although I feel like I'm 6 years older than this one, but age and beauty. No. So, I mean, the only thing I really haven't said is kind of And it's weird how this place kind of just makes me feel like talking more, but really feel kind of guilty for not helping them out in Coneyberry. I feel like it's more my fault since there were a couple tough-looking orcs in the crowd over in Bremen, and they were booing us for our jokes and gigs, and I kind of took about a 5-minute set to make fun of them in their dumb language, and it was probably no coincidence that when we passed through Coneyberry, we were ambushed.
Right. Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know what feel I got from this lady. It's like there were some magics and there were some not magics. There were candles, and it was all in a haze. And she seemed to know a lot about me, but I don't know if I felt like there was any threat or malice. And after that, I didn't really feel anything until I got to town. So
Kind of like a
only
seer or
have
something?
you bring them. Yes, like an oracle type. Some weird.
So she told you to come find us?
Told you that you would be able to help me,
Oh, okay.
but to bring you here first.
Oh.
And at that moment, you guys hear a small bell ring, and a door that you guys see about 60 yards away opens up. And even though the window is lit up a flame orange from the lantern behind it, you do not see any light in that doorway, nor anybody that has opened the door.
I go up to Leston. I don't think we should go in there.
Oh no, I want to. You're saying
Oh, yeah.
this lady can tell us stuff. Lesson will actually pull out one of her torches and sort of use her tinderbox to light it, and sort of like hold it in this.
It seems like at the threshold of the door.
I'm
it's just
starting to
not
get-
making it into the
How dark
pinky
is it out?
darkness. It's about that point of night where like the moon's reflecting off of the clouds, giving everything kind of that like not like darkness where you can't see, but that kind of like bluish darkness.
Well, I can see anyway. So.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
wants to trust this other tiefling because he's friends with Leston, but he's starting to get real sus right now.
I have questions that need answers, so I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm going in.
Hold on.
I'm with you.
Hold on. I want to turn to Sin and just like look at him very like intently, or not intently. I want to look at him very seriously, actually. I just want to say, like, what are we about to walk into? It feels off about this.
I have to confess another bad part. We are not walking in. You guys are walking in. I will be waiting outside for you.
That's fine with me.
Look,
Why are you not
we've made
accompanying us?
bigger dangers, so I feel like this lady wants to see us for a reason, and I'm curious as to what that reason is.
I don't care what she wants with us. It's what I want with her.
Another thing is, this trailer type cart looks like it's probably like 10 feet long. It looks like it would be cramped with all of you guys in there, plus another person, plus probably a table and a lantern and some other things.
Oh, I'm going.
However, I want Babalina to stay with Sin. I want her to keep an eye on him.
You see that Bob isn't following you. He just looks at you like in the eyes, and he actually takes off that dread helmet that makes his eyes weird and red. And you see like the little green glow of the light behind his eyes, and he just looks at you and he nods.
Ugh.
Wait,
Oh, indeed.
Why is he not coming with me?
That's interesting.
So creepy.
I don't go anywhere without him. I don't like that.
We got you. Save
Yeah,
the-
I look at Eve and I kind of just
Let's journey with you.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
He talks in that like weird like double whisper type tone. I'll do it more gravelly so you can hear it, but Lady Eves, I cannot follow you through that threshold.
I am very, very much uncomfortable. However, I'd like to say I have more faith in my party. But if anything happens, I am going to be very mad.
no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, Eve. Let's heading inside with the other two.
I'm going to follow behind, I suppose.
I am marching in first, because if this door closes, Liston wants to be in there.
So is everybody else going in?
I am.
I think we said I'm first, Thanaga's behind me, Sync's behind Thanaga, and Eve's is last.
Yep, that's what happened.
All right, so Eve, you are walking in.
I guess so.
As you guys start walking in, Leston, the first to walk in, and you're kind of ahead. It seems like you start walking through a dark hall in which you can see. You can only see the feet below you hitting the wood. And you start hearing things around you that start sounding kind of like white noise and kind of distant. And then it starts getting closer and closer. And as it does, you brace yourself instinctively because you hear the sound of 1,000 galloping horses charging you. And then it stops.
What?
Naga. You walk in and you can't see who's in front of you and who's behind you. You just see your feet as you're walking in, and you hear the sound of a crowd, a bustling crowd, vendors shouting things, and people like walking and bumping into each other. It sounds like a rowdy street. It sounds like Neverwinter. It sounds like back home. And then you hear the scream of a man, and you get a bit emotional over it, and then you don't hear anything. At the same time, Sync, you hear kind of like synchronized steps and like the sound of like either like, you know, hands and arms hitting wood, sounds of people like exerting at the same time, and then it fades out and you start hearing a lot of like kids laughing and like name calling, and you start hearing what sounds like the pelting of rocks around you, and then that stops. And Eve, you hear the flow of water, and then just the trees around you picking up, and then you hear this weird ritual energy that you remember from that day, and then the scream of a teenage girl. And then as you guys all hear that last sound, you guys see that this darkness is lifted and you are in what seems to be quite a spacious wooden trailer with a lot of trinkets. You look around on your left side, you see a bed neatly made with very heavy like knitted quilts and covers. You see that there's like a nightstand and a lot of these shelves with like these weird knickknacks of like gnomes and other creatures. You look over to the right and you see that there's like this like larder, and then even more to the right you see that there is a table, and this table seems like it fits 4 of you. And one other person who seems to be sitting on the opposite end of it. You see two windows that are open and a lantern by it that's lighting the way. And this lady just looks at you with these old eyes to a young face. And these eyes, they seem to be faded with like cataracts or something, to where you can see like the milky white rather than the very faded blue irises under it. And she kind of shuffles these cards in her hand, and she extends a welcome out to you guys as she points at the chairs.
Lesson takes a seat.
I take a seat next to Liston.
I also take a seat.
I very reluctantly take a
I am glad that sin has brought you here. This voice that sounds very, very much older than the person saying it matches probably the age of the eyes. He is a very good boy, even though he seems to get in a lot of trouble and doesn't quite believe in himself. What I told him was not a lie, but he needs his friends back, and I need something. I have foreseen in the future that you guys would be pulled together all by one string, and we'll have to overcome more than you have in the past, and things that have pulled that twine together. Do you wish any tea? She starts pouring out some cups.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, tea would be great. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Guys, don't be rude. She's offering us tea, and I very happily take that tea.
She pulls out
I'm not being rude. I'm saying no, thank you. Now, am I?
She pulls out a saucer that has like a little cup on it, and she's like, "It's okay. I only made 2. Anyway,
Didn't
here
count
you
that.
go
Didn't
Aw.
count
for
that.
the assassin." And she slides it over to Sink.
And I dip my head and I just start sipping it.
Lesson turns and looks at Zinc. What did she just
I look
say?
back at her.
There is another word, possibly 2, that goes before that title. Leston. The one that I just called the assassin. The 2 titles that preface it are naive and ignorant. But it seems as though there are different things here, and all of that will be revealed in time. But you seem to be determined as you walk in here. So I feel like I should be kind to my guests. And if you have a question, I will allow you to ask it first before I ask what I would want of you.
I think you know why I'm here. You know what
I know why. I know why all of you are here. But the future is a bit cloudy. However, I don't know if you guys have all looked at each other but it will soon become clear why you are all here.
I don't care about them right now. If you know why I'm here, then I think you know what I'm gonna ask. Who are the names of the people who gave that order? Where are they? Who do I need to kill?
You have only one name that you shall be looking for. One name that has tied fate. One name that has noticed your prowess. And one name that has even done things like change that viewpoint that you had that one day. But that person, his initials have been in your hand as LR.
LR.
And I believe that you have fleeted that away. And she points at a large stick across Sync's back. For that. And then she points to your helmet. And that.
Lucius Rainier.
She nods slowly.
Where is he?
He is many places. But be sure that in time, he has not only found his way in your past, and then she points at Sync, your past.
Kind of
she
look up
points
and
at
drink.
Eve, your past. And then she points at Thurnaga, your past.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Like, listen, it's just like her hands are just like clenched and she is shaking. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm going
Do I see this?
It's not
Steady.
hidden.
This
Oh yeah.
My child,
I get up from my seat with the tea while she's talking. And I just I kneel over to where Leptin is, so on the other side of her, and I kind of put my arm on her shoulder and I look at her seriously like, I got you. We're good. I'm here for you.
We're going to kill him. When we see him,
And
we're
I-
going to kill him.
I nod.
Who is
I
this
nod.
person?
is the sole purpose of why you are all together. However, he not only created this channel, but he is at the end of the tide of times as well.
Okay.
I ask of you four to do me one favor while saving Landor and Grack. Landor has been affected by an artifact as of yesterday that these orcs know nothing about. It is dangerous. But you four have been taken out of the reality, time, and you have seen what I could not see through scrying.
What?
You will be unaffected by this, but all four of you need to take the energy from this artifact. The place you will be going tomorrow is the Shrine of Savras. Savras being the god of the oracles. And there is an orb that grants a great blindness to those who do not know or respect what it is. But I need that orb. And the power of you four can handle it. Back to me.
Okay.
Take a sip of the tea, and it's audible for sure.
It's pretty good tea.
All right.
Yeah, very, very nice. It doesn't taste funny or weird at all.
No, I didn't think it was gonna. Obviously, I drank some.
I'll get it for you. You told me who I need to kill. I'll get it for you.
Just know this, my child. You started your path. He changed it. But he himself thinks that he controls it. And there are only two things in this world that can't be controlled: the ambition and strength of mortals. And she holds out her hand and kind of waves them over all of you with this thick deck of old cards in her hand. And then she puts the deck of cards down on the table and lets go of it into this deck made by the monsters of chaos.
It's the deck of many things.
You can change your destiny yourself, or if you find yourself lucky, each of you, if you believe, can draw a card from this deck. But know that the tall green one is right. This is the ultimate chaos.
I'm not sure what that is, but do you know who?
It's the deck of many things.
I'll allow out of game knowledge for this, by the way.
No, so in game I don't know. Out of game, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Let me confirm that real quick.
Well, I mean, if you just know, then you know. Like this is a deck. She tells you that's full of powerful, chaotic magic.
Okay.
It will change your life, but she has informed you that only two things can't be controlled, and it is the essence of mortals and these cards.
Leston draws a card before anyone can stop
I
him.
also draw a card.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm so scared. Also, I can't oracles and all this mumbo jumbo. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Will drawing a card help me find Ion?
The lines of chaos are powerful in both directions. It is true randomness. Some of these cards may change your life for the better and grant you the power of kings. Some of these cards may strike you down where you are. Some of these cards may change your complete outlook on life.
I kind of look at Leston and I look at Tonaga, and if these two friends of mine think that this is going to help us achieve our goals, then I will draw a card as well. And I draw a card.
This card is so scary.
Are you in on this gambit?
You don't have to.
I don't know, man. I have a lot of people counting on me.
There are your brother and sister.
And other
Yeah,
sisters. I don't know if this is worth it for me, man.
Lespin is correct. You do not have to do this part of the journey. But the artifact must be retrieved.
I'm drawing this card because I have to. Because if it can do what I think it can do, if that's what I draw, I have to take that chance.
She nods.
I think I'm just gonna draw one.
Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know why I put this on the table. Well, rip party, let's start drawing 4 of these cards.
Rip party.
Alright, so I'm going to do this in order the way people said it.
Yep.
Leston is going to be first. Thurnog is going to be second.
So terrified.
Sink is going to be third. And Eve is going to be fourth. However, this card does not flip until you leave. And that's something that she is telling you. These cards, we are not in the correct plane
Like the coolest
for
thing.
them to see over us. Once you leave and you look at the card, it will be final. Just know that the door is closed until you get that artifact for both of our safeties. Also, I want my cup back.
Also, I come back.
Whatever helps me get my family to safety.
She nods. Do you guys want to leave, or do you have any more questions?
Do you know where Ion is?
Yes.
Who's the
You
true leader of Team
Know
Green?
where I am.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying.
You know where Ion is. You just don't know that you know. But you have.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. What a cop out question is that? The answer is that.
You know, but you don't.
I know, but I don't. I mean, out of game. That is such a.
This is a cop out answer. Thurnaga, you know who the leader of Team Green is.
That's right, it's me!
You just
I know.
don't know
I know.
that
Can you
know
just say
who the
it in
leader
front of
Team Green
everybody?
is.
Can you just say it in front of everybody? That way,
Actually,
like,
she
everybody...
does indeed look at you, and she points directly at your heart. And she goes, until that card changes things, the leader of Team Green isn't there.
Is my
No.
is
I
my,
lean over to Sink.
Did you hear that?
I'm kidding.
just in case this goes really badly, is my family okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
This force of control was extended out to only you, and only after the recognition of your time in training and
I don't fucking care why he did it. I'm going to kill him.
she's not.
Man.
Do you have
I don't
any
have. I mean,
questions?
if that's her answer that I know where Ion is, I just don't know that I know where Ion is, which is the worst answer. I think I'm all set.
Yeah, she gives you that
I'm good.
bullshit.
Ah, that's why I don't like oracles. Because first of all, I'm always like, I have no idea what to even ask. Like, and then I'm like,
Next
course,
time
it doesn't
you
matter
step
what I
into the casino, bet on 42.
hmm?
As she's sitting there looking at you guys feel a slight gust of wind coming through the window behind her, and you actually see that the outside land is weird. It's ethereal and moving and undulating, and it looks alien and foreign. But as she looks at you guys, or through you guys, you're not quite sure she can see through those eyes. The gust of wind comes up from behind her, and she lets out a slight smile as the door slowly creaks open.
Before we
Back
go
into
out
the
there,
fire.
before we step outside, in case this card I drew goes really badly, if you find
It's-
Lucius Rainier and I'm not with you, you need to kill him. That's the only way I can fulfill my oath to all the people I lost, to all the people he killed for whatever reason. And if you ever meet anyone from my family, just tell them I'm sorry.
I don't know if you're talking to anyone particularly, but I look at Leston and I just kind of give a very serious look, and I'll do what needs to be done for you. But we don't have to think that way. You will be fine. Let's just see what happens, and we'll go from there.
All right. Let's all find out what we drew together.
Same time.
And as leader, I step out first.
I think they were implying that the leader is in all of us if our hearts are strong.
No, she pointed
Point to my
to Laga's
heart.
Of course. Because she's the one that asked. If I asked, who's the leader of Team Green?
She would say, you know, but you just don't want to admit it. All right, what are these cards? I'm
All
ready.
right, guys. This can be a TKO.
You guys all leave.
Yep.
Yep.
I can't believe I actually I was so on the border of doing this.
I can't believe it. As soon as you said she pulled out a deck, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is deck of anything.
So first, as promised,
Oh boy, guys. Holy
go.
crap, this is terrified.
and the card flips over.
Guys, this is terrified.
And as it does, oh my god. Okay, so you see that Leston, you had many brothers and sisters, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm one of 8 children.
Any of those other 8 children have any martial prowess whatsoever?
Yes. Trey is a bard, and Ethna is an what's the word? Artificer.
What kind of bard?
Glamour bard.
Hmm. You have any younger siblings that you possibly just didn't bloom yet?
But the younger sibling is not martial in any way. She is like a homebody, stay-at-home sort of mother. She's the only one younger than Leston. Trey is a year older than her. Ethna is one of the older ones. She's an artificer, so she'd be the most martial one. She can hit things. Other than Trey.
All right. Give me a second here.
Oh god, guys. What did we do?
Roll me a d6. Badger.
6.
Hopefully that's good.
So, you see somebody that is a little bit familiar. Walk up to you, kind of from the distance, and you see that this card, as you saw it, showed a human or a man in armor with a shield and a sword. This is the Knight card. And as it lights up and fades, you look in the distance and you see somebody that you haven't seen for probably a couple weeks, but you were in pretty close quarters with for a couple days. It is the gnome Joybell from Gnomengard. She was the one that seem to be baking bread. However, she walks over to you with some armor and a shield. Her hair is tied back. She has a headband around her head. Seems as though no helmet. And instead of a short sword or long sword, she seems to be holding a wrought iron poker that for some reason seems to be red hot at the end. And she runs over. She's like, "Oh my God, Leston! I'm glad that I found you. Something was calling just seeing you leave after the attack with those doppelgangers and those mimics. It just made me want to be like you and train. And for some reason, the winds of the fate brought me out here, and I pledge myself to you to learn. And you have a 4th level fighter in your retinue until death.
Nice.
Whoa!
So I'm going to give you a character sheet for Joybell, and you're going to have to make a 4th level gnome fighter.
4th level gnome fighter.
Wow! That's awesome!
And that's going to be totally your character. I'll do the role play for it, but that is your character as far as like any partner goes, and this is not going to be a sidekick fighter. This is a 4th level full fighter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, I can make a character sheet for that.
So I'll give that to you once I'm done announcing these cards.
So did you already pick these cards, or are these cards being randomly
They're
selected
being randomly
right now?
picked
Right now.
as we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I do not feel
They're not
confident in
good.
going last.
I don't feel confident at all for drawing, but you know.
Thurnaga, you turn this card. Roll me a d4.
Oh no, I hate everything right now. I hate risk. Risks are scary.
Perfect.
No,
What
it's
is your
not.
intelligence score?
Oh yeah.
What is
Well,
your
I have a-
intelligence score?
I have a 14, so it's 2.
You pull this card, and as you do, you see a man. It's one of those like old medieval sideways like paintings of like the side face, and he is sitting on a chair, and he has a cone-shaped hat on that says dunce, and it seems as though his shirt is on backwards. You lose.
I
2
knew
points
it.
of intelligence.
I freaking knew it.
However, you feel that there is another card behind this card. And if you choose, you feel as though you can flip this one or you can let it go, and it will forever be gone.
What does that mean? If I flip it, it'll forever be gone.
No, you can either let it go and it will forever be gone, or you can flip it and get another card. You feel like there's another card behind this. The card that you drew was the idiot card. However,
Well, obviously, I'm an idiot, and I might as well just
the
flip
idiot
the card.
card allows you one additional draw past your declared draw number.
Yep, I'll do it, because I'm an idiot now.
All right. Well, as you flip the card, you hold your breath and we go on to sync because I'm doing this canonically, baby.
Yep.
So,
I'm being
Well,
scared.
this happens.
Let's think it's
feel
something
good.
cool, and we all suck.
On the first one, and then we feel really bad. Oh, wait. We might feel even worse. Give me a second here.
Oh no!
All right. Perfect.
I'm not so smart.
Fucking perfect.
Oh no, I'm so scared. For
So-
sync.
You see that there is a card. This card flips, and on the other side, there is a man in a stockade with fruit being thrown at him. It seems as though the same man that was in the dunce card. if you took a quick peek over. However, this man is being pelted by these rotten fruits and vegetables. And on top of it, it says, "The Fool. You lose 10,000 XP.
Oh my god.
Level 3 as you feel strength and vigor drained from you. And this card
Whoa.
burns up in your hand.
Whoa, I'm level 3 now?
Hold on a second. No. You do not go down to level 3. That was my mistake.
You go back
Holy
to
crap.
you go back to the
You
beginning
lose
of level 4.
10,000 XP.
Yeah.
And yes, it will cause you to lose a level. You lose, leaves you with just enough XP to keep your level. So,
Okay.
you guys are by milestone, but
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
you gain, and let me just take a quick look at the chart. Just write down that you are, was that 3,000? Write down negative 3,800 in your XP chart. And until you get that, you cannot level with a group.
XP chart. I don't know if there
On
is.
the top of your character sheet, it will say XP. Just write negative 3,800.
I don't see. I see level and sub race.
Put it in
I'm
level.
so lost. I thought that was Leah's other card.
No.
I
These
would
other cards are gonna come
seriously kill myself
Wait, what
because
was
I just got the double bubble.
He got the Fool. So he lost a good amount of XP, but it didn't de-level him because this is not 3.5. 3.5 would have just killed you.
Hold on. So which one did Leah get?
She got the
I
idiot
got the
card.
idiot.
And then did you flip the
Dropped her
card?
by 2 intelligence points. It gave her another card, and she flipped it. But then we went right to Aaron because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Come on, dude.
Pay attention, Eve, because it's your card now. And you just got your card flipped over. And I don't know what this word means. So give me a second. Oof. Okay. You look at this card as you flip it, and you see this horrifying visage of a Medusa-like woman. And as you do, this card actually animates, and a snake from the hair comes out and bites you. Comes out of the card and bites you.
Awesome.
You feel like you are drained of something as this card vanishes right after the bite. And you take a -2 penalty on all saving throws while you are cursed. This is the Urail card.
Oh my god.
The only thing that can turn this curse is another card, which you do not have access to,
Worst.
unless somebody gives you a card, or a god can overturn this.
Oh my god.
Guys, why did we do this? This is the worst idea.
I told you,
I
it's
mean-
not a good idea.
Less than
Everybody
less than
drew a
worked
card
No,
for
see,
some
out
reason.
For a while.
I flipped a coin to tell me if I should do this. So
I saw it on the stream, actually. I saw
Yeah.
that she flipped heads on Google Flip.
yeah.
I was gonna take a card anyway, and I'm like, I know this is probably gonna suck, and I'm gonna lose 2 levels or something crazy like that, but I'll just do it
The
anyway.
last card is Leah's Naga's, the leader of Team Green.
Green.
I'm sorry.
Second.
It's
And-
not accurate. That's not the last card. I have another card because I lost 10,000 experience and I must draw again.
Oh, you must draw again?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay, you're gonna be the last then.
Yeah.
I thought that it
No, it didn't. It didn't
Yes,
say
it,
that.
yes, it does.
and draw from the deck again. Oh.
Yeah.
Counting both draws. Okay, so gotcha.
Yeah.
The second to last card then. So I don't have to play this one up so bad. It's hilarious because I click the randomizer, it came up with the idiot again. I'm not doing double cards.
No, there's
So-
no.
Oh my
there,
God.
there aren't double cards.
You're
in
lucky.
this.
Yeah, because then I'd be a real idiot.
I play by the rule. There's no double cards in.
All right,
Destiny.
so
No, yeah.
I'm so sorry, everybody. You guys are just like my last team.
Oh my gosh, I swear to God, that means bad things.
You turn this card, and as you do, you see that the card on the other side is completely black, and you start feeling something drained from you.
I knew it. I'm
And
gonna
you
lose.
guys
I'm gonna be so freaking mad.
both see that her body hits the floor as this
I'm
card turns
dead.
into a
No.
gem.
What? What's happening?
You see that inside the gem, and Leah, you see that there is a gem prism around you. You
What?
start banging on this, and you look around, and you see everybody else way bigger than you, especially your body that just hit the floor.
I
And then,
I guess
Whoa.
I immediately try and cast Cure Wounds on her because I don't know what's happened. Would be
Yeah.
Leston's response.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Whoa, God.
And you your gem disappears. Liam, I'm gonna need a new character next week.
Are you dead serious right now?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I knew that
Oh.
card was going to get drawn. I knew it.
That was the void card.
I knew it.
You're not dead, but your soul was stolen, your body is incapacitated, and you were teleported somewhere in which they cannot wish to restore you, but only reveal where you are. And you
Corey.
are guarded by a one or two strong guardians.
I knew that card was going to get drawn by someone. I knew it.
Come on, we're hitting every bad card in the thing, so Sync, let's get your last one out.
I wish I didn't
Wait.
have to draw another card.
Can I?
Oh,
That's
I don't.
like Corey's character.
Yeah, never mind.
That is
What about-
so sad.
No, this didn't happen to Corey's character. This happened to Jay's character. So season 3, I had to deal with him doing
Jay's
this.
character.
Well. We have seen followers come up. We have seen the lessening of. Here we go. We have seen the lessening of intelligence. We have seen a
Oh my
curse
gosh.
from a Medusa card. We have seen the draining of experience. We have seen somebody trapped in a soul gem and teleported away. And lastly,
I'm scared.
we see a light in the darkness of a void. A single star shining bright out of a cluster of many on the back of this card.
I'm scared.
And as it does, you glow.
Oh no.
And you actually feel stronger. You have pulled the star card. Increase one of your ability scores by 2. The score can exceed 20, but not 24.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I immediately have to pick right now?
Yes.
Okay. One of them by 2.
Yes.
That's gonna be my intelligence for sure.
All right. Now,
And it can
remember we
exceed.
talked about the gloves of ogre strength. Just remember what your strength was before those gloves, just in case they get lost, broken, stolen, or demagicked.
Yeah, it was 15. I remember that. I have it written down even.
Cool. Yep. Keep it written down somewhere. All right. So yeah, you guys, all of this happens within a collective 10 seconds. Sin looks over as Thernaga's body starts falling to the ground, and yeah, he rolled pretty well. He rushes over and kind of grabs it as Leston tries to do cure wounds, but her body is lifeless, and the soul stone that you see sucked an essence out of her, and you guys saw a glimpse of her in the stone, has now vanished. And Sin just looks mortified. He's like, You guys pulled from the cards?
I had to. I didn't think they would, but I had to.
Leah must be so pissed right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, these cards are dangerous.
Leah must be so pissed right now.
Bad.
Because Leah loves Thurnaga.
Dude, I love Thurnaga.
We all love Thurnaga.
The
This is
good
an actual
thing is
problem.
she's not dead. The other thing is, unfortunately, it is improbable to find her. So there is a chance. I have to see what I can offer you guys.
Wow.
Look, I mean, DM
For
Fiat.
now.
DM Fiat.
Yes.
I can't believe you've done this.
Guys,
Yeah.
what did we do? I just want to know what would have happened to Scange.
Skane should become a lord.
I just imagine he would have become a god.
He would have become a lord.
Scange absolutely would have pulled. I'm just curious as to what he would have pulled. Can you just do like a draw just to see what he would have gotten with this one?
Yeah.
I'm just super curious.
So Scange would have been the one that would have been able to either turn the curse from Eve or this terrible thing that happened to Thurnaga. Or actually he could have gotten knocked out by Leston because she would have grabbed this card, but it is the Fates card.
That's the one I wanted.
Exactly.
That's why I drew it.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card, or at any time before you die.
It would have removed Leston from the game, but I would have done it.
It would have.
Oh man, do you want to say that he pulled that and then give it to him the next time and then tell him what happened?
No, I wasn't here.
You gotta say
DM
that he would have
Fiat.
done this.
DM Fiat. He
No.
followed behind
How-
us.
I would do Leston's suggestion for sure. I mean, I know. Well, I mean, it's the game, but that's rough.
The only thing that I would do for him is I would say that he would be able to draw a card from wherever he was lagging behind. And I would redraw for him, avoiding every single card that we just drew except for the mock drawing, because that one is still technically in the deck.
Yeah.
However, it would only be a chance that he gets it, and that is just not. I do like the void card with the fact that it allows me to work with you guys on trying to locate somebody, and that becomes an adventure within its own. Because I'm sure that you guys care a lot about Thurnaga, and will try to do your best to try to seek her out.
Well, I almost want to do nothing but seek her out now. That's that's what I want to do. Like out of game,
Yeah,
that's
this is
all
the
I want to
campaign
do
now.
is try to find her.
This is the campaign.
Like that's
now.
the campaign. Like the campaign
However-
is now finding Leah's character.
You did promise both an old friend and a very weird witch lady to find something. And remind me, Badger, after this, I need to talk to you. But yes, to find an old friend and retrieve an artifact.
Can I make a suggestion though? Because I would be happy with this. Like if we replace, I know you said Joybell follows, but let Thurnaga, let Leah pick whatever character she wants is like the one who was summoned by the card, maybe.
Do you want to do that? Because honestly, I like that.
And it's just a level 5 character. Like I do not need a follower.
That's true. I'm still gonna say it's level 4, but instead of a fighter,
It could
we
be
can say
anything.
it's gonna be whatever character, and it will still be Joybell because it's still of your race. However, she can choose whatever class she wants, and then when
Well, if there's limitations on the card, well then replace it. I'll keep
Well,
Joybell.
we'll-
I was
we'll-
just
we'll
thinking,
talk
like,
about
as a suggestion, that can be how we meet Leah's character. Like, it can just
Yeah.
be whoever was summoned by the card.
I'll need some time to think about that, for sure. Because, you know, I personally hate giving out these cards. I don't know why I do this, because 7 times out of 8 bad, terrible cards are drawn. And this happened with a much higher level character in this campaign at the end of season 2. So this is not the first time I've seen this happen.
No, I just knew it was going to get drawn today. I thought Leston would draw it, and that would be the end of Leston, but there we go.
Yeah. But either way, the fates happened as they happened. And unfortunately, the fates didn't happen as they happened. But, yeah. Let's, to keep everything quick and easy, and to hopefully get in Scange next week before anything else big happens, what do you guys think about ending it here?
Yeah, I think
for the
that's fair.
session?
I'm done. I am devastated.
I mean, is Leah even playing right now, or is she really just generally upset? Because I don't blame her. Because
I don't
If
blame
I-
her either.
if I lost like Think, because I love Think, I would be devastated. I'd be talking to Julie right now, complaining about it for like the next 30 days. Is what I'd be doing.
Can
So-
I will trade.
We're gonna end
I
it
will.
here.
I will trade Leston for Thanaga.
Oh?
I'm willing to.
Yeah. We're gonna end it here, but let's have an off-stream talk for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Let's do that. Let's all talk. Let Leah, are you still there?
Hold up a second. I'm gonna quickly outro on her, on Badger's channel. Hey guys, thank you for watching, liking, and following. We will.